Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the National Visa Center. Yesterday I made a video about the Diversity Visa Lottery and I really want to thank everyone that came to watch, those who liked, and please, whenever you watch, you like, you can also leave a comment, and for those who subscribe, I really appreciate. And when you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell so whenever I upload a new video, you'll be among the first people to see. So thank you so much. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the National Visa Center. Now, a brief recap. When people filing cases with the USCIS, that's the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, the cases are being reviewed. When the cases are approved, they will be sent to the National Visa Center. The responsibility of the National Visa Center is to prepare each immigrant to make sure that they have every documentation ready before their cases are being transferred to the foreign states of chargeability. So these foreign embassies, their responsibility is to interview the immigrants and then issue visas. So the National Visa Center always makes sure that before your cases are being transferred, everything is ready. They make sure you are documentarily qualified before they send these cases over to the embassies. But then there are some complications that might go on when your cases are at the National Visa Center. Some of these complications involve documentations, especially documentation from the petitioner. Now, usually the petitioner would have to upload their tax documents. They would equally have to upload, maybe sometimes if the US citizen, they might have to upload their certificate of birth, and the applicant would need to upload their civil documents, that's certificate of birth, certificate of marriage, and if children are involved, you would equally have to upload their documents as well, and then some police record, and then other things. So recently the National Visa Center has been very strict with certain documents, so they want to make sure every little thing is in place, especially financial documents from the petitioner. So if you are uploading your documents to the National Visa Center, if you're watching this video right now and you probably are in the stage where they'll be transferring your case to the National Visa Center very soon, this video is actually for you. You want to listen carefully and make sure you don't fall in the trap where your case will go to the National Visa Center being reviewed after maybe 60 or 65 days, maybe 75 days, and then you've been asked to submit an additional document which will make you wait for another 65 days. Now, for the petitioner, make sure you get your transcripts. You can get your transcript from the IRS website. You can request for it. You go there, you download it yourself. And usually they tell you to upload your most recent. No, upload your 3 most recent transcripts. So if we're talking about this year, you'll be uploading 2021, 2018, 2019, and 2020. Very first thing, transcripts. Now you want to equally make sure you upload, if you have a way, upload your tax return form. So when you go to the tax master, you file your tax, they give you back certain documents which they usually put in some files. You want to upload all those documents as well. Now if you have a way, go ahead and upload your pay stubs. Yes, do upload your pay stubs as well. You have to upload your pay stubs. If you have a way, get a document of employment from your employer, upload it as well. I mean, you just want to make sure you upload all these things, because the least mistake is going to be making them to ask you to upload something, and then requesting these things. These things makes you, you have to start waiting again for a very long time. So we talked about transcript, pay stubs, tax, W2s, and documents from your employer. When you get all these things in place, then I guess you're sure when it comes to financial documents. Now, for the principal applicant, that's the person receiving the visa to come to the United States of America, they want to be very particular about a police report. Now, when you want to make sure you get your police report in place, make sure you get it in order. Now, sometimes you want to, they will not require you to do a DNA test beforehand, but you might request to do it sometime beforehand to make sure it doesn't delay your process as well. So when you get all these things together, you might not have to wait an extra time with the National Visa Center. Now, many people, they ask questions about, okay, so when my case is documentarily qualified, when am I going to be having an interview? Well, recently, We realized that the National Visa Center actually has been acting very fast. So if you get documentally qualified, let's say today, you might get an interview date maybe a month or 6 weeks from now. So with the interview, you really don't have to worry much. What you need to worry much about is your case at the National Visa Center. Your pay stub, your transcripts, your W-2 forms, your tax return forms from the tax master, your document of employment. When you get all these things in place, then you can be guaranteed that the National Visa Center is going to be reviewing your case at the very first try. So these are the things you need to do when your case is at the National Visa Center at this time. Now, the National Visa Center actually is reviewing case. It takes 60 days to review. I think 58 days. That's what it shows recently. About 2 months ago, it was 75 days. Then it reduced to 65 days. And then it reduced to 60 days. And then recently, it's showing 58 days. We are really praying. We're hoping that it stays like that. And we equally hope it instead goes down more. We hope it goes down to 45 days like before. Because usually, at first, the National Visa Center was taking just 6 weeks to review documents. But because of COVID and the backlogs and everything, which we'll be talking about in another video, the National Visa Center had to increase the time of review. But we're so excited now because we're having 58 days review from the National Visa Center. So that's a very good news for everyone. So guys, so that was it for the National Visa Center documents and review and everything. So if your case is at the National Visa Center at this time, please make sure you do all those things. When you do all those things, I bet you 9 times out of 10 chance your case will be reviewed at the very first try, and you'll be getting an interview there probably maybe 5 or 6 weeks after that. Thank you for watching. We're wrapping up the National Visa Center at this stage. If you have any further questions, please go to the comment section, leave me a comment. Please also remember to give me a thumbs up. And as you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so when I upload a new video, you'll be seeing it first. Thank you. I'll be seeing you in my next one. God bless you and bye.